Okay, welcome back to another exciting episode of Collie Wally Spooky Mummy game. We took a little break last week. Wasn't working out. Unfortunately, Willow is absent for this week as well. But she dead. Yeah, the rest of our party is still raring to go.
Not dead.
Yeah, everyone else is thoroughly
almost dead.
Not dead. And that is exactly where we're going to pick off. So where we left off last week, you guys had done some digging in the tomb, and you reached sort of a caved-in area that you figured would take a little bit of effort to excavate. But it was getting kind of late in the day, so you went up to rest. You conversed with the American team. There were some japes were done, I believe. What's the goat's name again? Pickles the goat got into some stuff. It was.
Oh yeah. Me and Jonathan tried to fuck with the tents, and we did not succeed.
Emphasis on
Pickles succeeded in fucking with the
emphasis
tents.
on tried.
Yeah. Willow and I did a weird ghost thing a la Egyptian edition with the soup.
Oh yeah, you guys
the
made soup together.
Yep.
I
The
was
old soup
I was
ghost.
like, you guys did a ghost
Like a
thing.
ghost.
Yeah, no, the movie.
Don't
movie
remember
ghost.
that.
Soup ghost.
The soup turned out good though, so you know.
Yeah, you rolled for
True,
soup.
it did.
Yeah.
You did roll for soup.
Yes,
I don't
we
think
did.
we got to try the soup because shit popped off, right?
No, you guys,
Well, no, we had
you
it.
guys would have gotten to try the soup. Shit popped off
Okay.
during
Yeah, we didn't get to eat
during
it.
one of your watches during the night.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, 'cause I
Yeah.
passed out like 20 feet away from everyone.
Yeah, you did
That was
do
after you
that.
ate the soup.
So yeah, a little shortly after you guys went to bed, basically an army of masked marauders, referring to themselves as the Magi, appeared and basically started to fuck shit up. Shit, in this case, including both Susie Vanderbilt and Rick O'Connell, taking heavy damage. And basically they had a foot in death's door each. But due to the sure shooting of one, I believe it was Maeve, who just rolled like crits all fucking day.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Crazy amounts of damage.
You,
Bang,
you
bang,
managed,
bang,
you
bang,
managed
bang,
to you pierced straight through Ardeth's powerful plot armor and drove the
Fantastic.
Magi away before they could kill someone. And that
Got
is
them so good.
that is exactly where we are going to pick up. I believe we did some first aid and medicine rolls on both Susie and O'Connell. So you guys you should have an amount of health back.
Yeah.
So it was 1 plus a D4. I think you guys added it before we
Yeah.
we quit
Yeah,
out
so
last
I'm back
time.
up to 4, I guess.
O'Connell
At
is
4 health points.
O'Connell is at 6, so he'll be back to half after a rest.
Yeah.
But currently he still has
I'm
a
at
major
4.
wound.
Beauregard is covered in blood right now. Like up to elbows, it's on his face, his shirt's covered in blood. He just stitched up 2 people and a camel.
Yep.
I'm actually
Nice.
gonna go over to the Americans and see if I can lend a hand with any of their wounded.
Yeah, so as Beauregard offers to walk up to the American camp, you would notice there were more of they had a crew, so naturally there's going to be more people. So the Magi attack was a little more concentrated. You can see there's a lot more bodies on their side. But it does appear that Benny, Henderson, Burns, and Daniels are all okay. Benny basically hid, and then the Americans just and then I started blasting. But I would say that maybe about a third of their workers died in the attack, and then the rest of them are pretty injured. So yeah, if you want to offer to triage, they'd be. Henderson says, "Beauregard, thank you for coming. That attack took us completely off guard. I don't even know what to. I don't know what the hell. They look like the people who attacked us on the boat. I don't know what they want, but if you'd be willing to lend a hand, it'd be might appreciated."
Of course. He'd be ashamed to let all his folks die for no reason, so I might as well help.
Yeah, just roll a general medicine check just for like the plot. I don't need you.
Yeah,
roll.
it's 7 on 60. So
Medicine, not first aid.
Yeah, medicine specifically.
7 on a 64 actually. So I think that's an
That is an
extreme
extreme
success.
success. Okay, so yeah,
Nice.
for you spend basically the rest of the night until you need to go to sleep, patching up the Americans and their workers, and you're pretty successful at it. You feel like you probably saved a couple lives. Okay,
I sleep a little better, drunk but better.
what is everyone else doing? So O'Connell is
What the
gonna
fuck is that?
O'Connell's gonna walk up to the rest of you guys while Beauregard's out in the American camp and just say, "I've seen those men before. This Magi. I know a thing or two about their order. Last time I was here, they are the ones who drove off my battalion. They killed my men. They left only me and Benny alive to tell the tale. Thing you gotta know about these men. These are desert folk. They're not here for money. They can't be bargained with. They want us out. They'll get us out."
Can I would like to actually pick up one of the swords from the men that the Magi that we killed.
Yeah, by the way, there are ample swords and rifles scattered around.
I would like 2 swords, in fact, to replace the one that I threw down the well for no reason.
Yes. Well, there was a reason. You just didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
So-
I'm gonna.
Go ahead and.
I'd like to add a sword to my pack.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not there currently, but
You
I'll grab
probably
one
picked
when
up
I
a
come
sword.
back.
There's swords galore.
I will also take sword.
Go ahead and take a sword. Here, let me pick up the. Let me tell you what swords do. Sword damage block. So these are scimitars. They do 1d8 plus 1 plus your damage bonus.
Am I able to also get a sword, or am I still kind of just laying there?
No, you're fine. You're conscious. Yeah, if you want a sword, you can get a sword.
Yeah, I like a sword.
If you,
Since
and there's also
1d8.
1d8 plus 1 plus your damage bonus. There are also the standard issue bolt actions that they've been shooting with. They do a pretty good grip if anyone feels like they need one.
What kind of gun are they?
So they are
308.
30-06 bolt action rifles.
Those are 2d6 plus 4?
Yep.
Okay.
And they have a pretty long range, 110 meters, which for all intents and purposes is unlimited range.
I'll grab a bolt action.
Yeah, you gave me yours last time.
Okay. That one you said it was what, 2d6?
2d6 plus 4.
It's pretty gnarly.
Okay. And then the other thing, so other than grabbing those things, I actually also wanted to, as O'Connell is talking to us, I wanted to actually make a, I guess, education roll to see if I recognize any stories of Magi.
Do you have anything in history?
Yes, I do.
I do. If she doesn't.
I do.
Yeah, why don't both of you make a history roll? You're both in earshot of this little conversation. He's addressing you.
It's a regular success.
Okay.
Regular success.
You guys you've never heard of it, but you both are smart enough to recognize that in itself is significant. This is probably an old sort of secret order, maybe with familial bonds. Probably has not extended beyond the sands of Egypt. Probably only word of it has been passed down verbally through the Magi themselves.
Okay.
Sure.
They usually give gifts to each other once a comb.
Yeah.
The other space
Well,
That'd be an extreme success.
That would be
You could deduce their
yeah,
gift-giving
so
rituals.
I say this actually concerns me a little bit because considering how much, like, the fact that we know about Hominoptera but we don't know anything about Magi is shocking.
Yeah, there's nothing in books or anything I've read.
Yeah, me neither. I think that we should press on, but
Cautious?
Very cautious.
Did you see, did we see their faces or anything to see if there were any markings on them?
The
Were they
only
masked?
face you saw was Ardeth. Susie, you would not have seen anyone because you
Okay.
got your face
We're
blown
dying.
off. But everyone else, you did see that Ardeth sort of had like an arrow-shaped tattoo over his left eye. It's not really distinctive. It kind of just looked. It basically was made to accentuate his deep dark eyes.
His gorgeous features, yeah.
But
Alright.
I will let you know that should in the event that he appears with his face wrappings on again, you would be able to recognize him based on his eye tattoo. It was very distinctive. You didn't see anyone else with it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I suggest that we get as much rest as possible. Let some of our wounded heal, and honestly get right back into that tomb before they come back.
O'Connell says, "There's no telling when they'll come back. Their leader said something about coming back next in a day. With the licking they got, I'd be surprised if they kept their word. That might have just been to scare us. I get the impression that they really just want to. They would, if they could scare us off without killing us, they would prefer to do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you. That guy had me dead to rights.
Yes.
Nonetheless, we should whatever we need to find in Hamanoptera, we need to find it soon."
Okay.
He
Yeah.
heads to his tent to bang Evie or whatever.
Have they
Nice.
even flirted in our
think-
particular campaign?
Not that you've noticed.
You know what they do when we're talking?
No,
Right?
no. O'Connell goes to his tent by himself
Jesus.
to jerk it. Yeah, I'm just trying to get demonetized this week.
Right.
Do you hear that, Pickles?
What's up, YouTube?
We should be more careful.
Pickles can hear O'Connell fucking jerking it.
So yeah, you guys, y'all hit the hay. I will let all of you regain 1 hit point.
Oh,
If
I'm at
needed.
half.
I didn't lose any hit points.
Well,
You know what?
And I have the most hit points. I didn't get hit once.
Why can't you just shield me from being constantly beaten?
It's not my
What's the
fault.
point of a bodyguard?
You're just a bullet. You just love bullets. It's not my fault.
it's
Bullets
no
and
one's
fists.
fault. It's if you want to blame anyone, blame like the D10 I've been rolling to see who gets shot. I'm not using any tactics here. If I was, I would still only shoot at Susie because she'd be the easiest to take out.
It's
That's
true.
fair. Sure.
Standing in the open.
Throwing
me,
lots of money at people, seeing
shoot
if like the weight of her wealth can bludgeon them to death.
Hit this! Hit me right
Alright.
in this region!
So if you previously had a major wound and are now currently above half of your health, you no longer have a major wound. So O'Connell has been he has reached that threshold. Susie, I believe you would have as well, since you only have.
I'm at half.
Yeah.
I have 10. I had 10 max. I'm only at 5.
Okay, you're at 5. When you're at 6.
With the extra one.
Yeah,
Hey, Goose.
when you're at 6, you won't die immediately. So
Okay.
that's something.
So if I
That's something
get
to look
hit-
forward to.
So if I get hit again now, there's no saving me, right?
I would recommend that you behave in a trepidatious and use caution. Behave in a trepidatious
should I
manner.
just
You should
Sure.
seek cover whenever possible.
Oh no.
so behind
Yes, use me as meat
Yeah,
shield.
I would stick behind Bob for the maybe
I think
in
you should
the event of
take
a combat
moment,
situation, duck and cover.
You should fashion a harness so that you're just sort of like.
So I can put Pickles on my back. And then
No.
he can hide behind Pickles.
Yeah.
Because Pickles
you're
is way
gonna-
more important.
you're gonna put pickles in it like a papoose, like they have.
No, I can't put him on the front. He'd be the first one to get hit. No way.
Okay, so this is how it goes. She'll like sit in the thing on your back, and then Pickles will hang off of her back.
Perfect. Yes.
I'm gonna
God,
say you
okay,
guys don't have the resources to construct this, but should you acquire them, I will require a roll for that.
All right, so we slept. It is now the next morning. Let's eat a healthy breakfast of gruel, I assume, because we probably couldn't carry. Well, I mean, we got some cherimoya, so.
Got that cherimoya. Yeah, you guys
Okay,
have
that-
some general hearty mashy food.
Will the Americans actually share breakfast with us?
No.
How
Even
they look
though-
over?
Oh.
What? But why not? Because Beauregard did help heal them.
Did he-
so
did he
like
ask?
a tiny bit.
I was curious.
Inherently they
if they
won't,
were-
but if you ask, maybe they will.
Actually, I guess technically before we continue to delve into the tomb, we could actually talk to the Americans and see if they want to combine camps rather than having us spread out. So essentially using them as our meat shield as well.
That's fair.
We are competing with them as well, though.
That's the thing, though. If we find something, we have to make a deal with them. If we combine our forces, we don't want them to do whatever we want.
They still have a separate entrance from us. I'm just saying that we should camp near each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, like in light of things that we were literally just all of us attacked by one major force, it makes the most sense to
Fortify
come
together.
to fortify
Yeah, I
together and still use our separate entrances to find our own fucking thing. But
That's a fair
Yeah.
point.
No, I like that idea.
yeah, so I think as I'm eating a cherimoya, I actually, if anybody wants to accompany me, I'm gonna walk over to the Americans and discuss this plan with them.
Yes. I will
It smells
go.
like their coffee is very delicious.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Pickles.
go because I need my meat shield.
Hey, Pickles, come with us. You were good at talking
You
to
guys,
these
you
men.
guys approach the American encampment. They are currently eating breakfast. What do?
I hail, like wave. I'm like, hey, just a thought. I know we had a little bit, we got to sleep on it a little bit, lick our wounds a bit, but I was thinking since we were all sort of attacked by a fairly large force of people that want us to leave this place, that maybe we should all camp together. Still have our separate digs, but provide a united front at least if they're to come back.
Henderson's
I say
gonna
to-
speak up.
Henderson?
He's the de facto leader. Says,
Mhm.
well, I do find those terms amenable, but me and my companions would have to reach a quorum here. Benny points out that like, why would we want to help you? We were in competition with you.
Benny, if it wasn't for a little bit of luck on our side of shooting, the Magi wouldn't have left at all, and then you would have been dead in the sand. So
Yes, and Beauregard helped
maybe
kill
we
your
would
people.
work best together.
Someone make some sort of persuasive roll with a advantage dice.
I can do fast talk.
Yeah. If you can try and fast talk. Technically, there
Get that
is
advantage,
a
though.
distinction, but who gives a fuck?
Oh, nice.
I'd like to-
17.
I'd like to intimidate Benny into throwing up.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
The 17s. It's not a. Let's see. It's not a. It's a. What's the middle one?
Hard.
Hard. Yeah, I got a hard success.
Benny sort of backs off. He's
fail.
like, hey, you know, Maeve. I mean, that's when you're right, you're right. Look, if you would like to camp closer, I suppose I wouldn't mind. But let's get one thing clear: any treasure we find, that is our treasure.
And the same
I
goes
agree.
for us.
Any treasure we find, yeah, I completely agree to those terms.
Henderson says.
Also, whatever Pickles finds is also ours.
Yeah, that is part of the bargain. Do not kill and eat the goat.
Yes, Pickles stay safe, or I will kill all of you.
Benny says, okay, fine. He turns to his Egyptian workers and he converses in Egyptian not to eat the goat. And they're like, you see someone visibly, he like fucking throws a shovel on the ground and walks away.
Son of a bitch!
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, let's spend some of the morning sort of like moving our camp from where we were camped to if we can I don't know if you want us to make a roll. I actually wouldn't mind making a roll for this, but can I roll or if you want to let us, I want to try to find a spot within the camp where I kind of want to use them as literal shields, like
You wanna find a fortified position.
yes, correct,
yeah.
within the camp.
Like down
Like a
pillars,
lock roll?
like in the midst of some down pillars, so we have cover on multiple sides.
Yeah.
and to have a buffer of Americans between us and the outside.
Yeah.
Well,
Precisely.
I can make a survival
yeah,
roll. Will that help?
I'm gonna require survival. Bob, you would happen to know. You would have some knowledge of siege tactics. So if your education is higher than your survival, I will allow you to use that.
Oh, can I throw my hat in on this?
Yeah, Bo, you would through your military training, you would also know a thing or two about fortifying an encampment. So same rules apply.
Fucking
Oh, wow.
a 1.
We both got 4. I got a 4. He got a 1.
One is better.
Fuck yes. We got the best spot in the fucking house.
Yeah, so that is a super duper critical success on the part of Beauregard, and I will take Bob's 4 into account as well. That's a regular critical success. It seems weird to saying a regular. Bob got an extreme, Beauregard got a crit. So
do we got the American workers to dig trenches and roll out barbed wire?
you don't have
Like a
any barbed
fucking-
wire because you didn't have any to begin with.
Yeah.
But
True.
you do. You converse with the Americans, and you are able to, commandeer some shovelers, and rather than trenches, you sort of pile up some sand to provide fortifications, and you also you dig 1 foot deep holes into the ground that'll they'll basically they're horse
Pay up
traps.
from horses. Yeah.
And
Could
perhaps
you-
where our tents are we amongst a lot of pillars?
The pillars did not suddenly apparate from but you did get the
Alright, fine.
cover
Okay,
from the sand. That will
Can-
give you some substantial. In the event
We'd
that there's
like-
another
be able to-
siege, you guys will be at an immense advantage.
We have like sandbanks backed up and everything. And
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hear.
it's a... No, like, could we have, like, the stakes? Like, sharpen some stakes into points also aiming out away from our tents? In case some
Where are
horses
you,
miss
where are you getting
holes?
the wood?
I don't know.
Fair point.
Some of the diggers who died, their tents.
their bones.
Their bones. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So
There's so much.
out of the horse holes, you use there's sort of a human tibulas sticking out from the ankle
Just-
bone.
It's nothing
God.
but ribs sticking out of each one.
Yeah, you
No, we
can't.
could just
What
recycle
the
the tent.
resources you have
Oh,
is sand, and I feel
Yeah.
like I gave you a lot with that in mind.
thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Alright,
you.
thank you for the
Alright,
sand.
so we summon lightning to hit the sand.
Yes,
and
and
then
now
we
you have
make glass.
Yeah, we have glass barriers. I feel pretty good about these arrangements. Let's
Feel
get back in there.
As I take a sip of coffee and I'm like, all right, let's go. I got this. Woo!
What do you think about this camp, Pickles?
I
agree.
Can I slap Benny straight into his lap as I walk past him?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
It's just like, fuck you,
He
Benny.
goes, "Ice minus one." He says something inaudible under his breath.
In one of the many languages he knows.
Yeah, for the purposes of the game, he knows all of them. Basically.
He might, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, let's make our way to where our entrance that we have.
okay.
Real quick, can I replenish my stick of dynamite?
Absolutely, yeah. If you can bring any amount of dynamite you want into the cave.
I just want to bring my one stick that I threw earlier.
All right.
I want to replenish
Yeah,
it.
you currently are holding a singular stick of dynamite.
I'll also take one stick.
Bob now has a stick as well. Jonathan.
Lucky dynamite, and I kiss it.
All right, so you guys, everyone, including Evie, Jonathan, and O'Connell, they make their way to your seemingly as of yet unnoticed entrance. You know, some of the smarter Americans are probably was like, "Where the fuck are these guys doing? Or are they just digging in the sand?" Because they think their entrance is the entrance, and for all intents and purposes,
Well, we
it
made
probably
that really
is.
awesome lean-to. We made that super awesome lean-to, so
Yeah.
probably harder for them to see.
They wouldn't notice. But I
have
will
pickles
I will
garden.
point out that while you guys were you were working pretty close to the encampment all day, the Americans they seem pretty positive. They seem like they're on the verge of finding something.
All right, we gotta work hard. Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay, so you guys
Gotta bring pickles with us.
Bam!
you bring pickles. Okay, so you guys You make.
But what about all the traps? We left them at the front of the entrance for a reason last time.
Well, that's what leaving the front of entrance. We're just bringing them to the entrance.
Well, he could be
Okay,
he
got
could
it.
be your
Okay, sorry.
canary.
Okay.
I think we should bring him with us. It's a good.
Okay,
It's not a good
canaries
look.
die, honey.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
we
want to have.
You don't want
the goat
Susie
die.
to be your canary.
I don't. I don't think that you're going to be able to talk Bob into bringing Pickles as a canary,
Pickles.
though.
I can't talk anyone into anything. I'm the keeper. I'm the voice of NPCs who have no sway.
Bob is the Rosa of this expedition. If the goat dies, he'll kill everyone and then himself.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys make your way back to the entrance. You guys step in. I will point out that I believe Willow and Beauregard still had glowy things.
I had the
Okay,
knife.
so
I had my,
as you step foot into into the temple, the tomb, the crypt, if you will, you do notice that your instruments begin to glow with the dull faint blue once more.
My magic crowbar is
so-
returned.
Are we going back through that room again where they had the water where it glowed? Because if we are, I want to dip my sword in it now too.
Yes,
Is that a sword?
you would walk through.
I too will dip both of my swords.
You all notice as the swords begin to glow with the familiar dull blue glow.
Well, if everyone's doing it, I suppose it's a party, and I'll dip my sword in.
All right. Okay, so let's go back through the ways that we have opened and find the next leg of the journey.
So yeah, you guys, it's basically a straight shot. So you walk through the fountain room, the sandy doom room, until eventually you reach the caved in section that you previously. You know, it's basically a straight shot. You have no trouble getting there. So currently you guys you are in front of a big fucking pile of rocks and sand and shit.
Okay. Oh, okay. We haven't cleared
Yes.
it. Okay.
No.
I set my bags down,
All
take my
right.
jacket off, and start hitting big rocks with a hammer and breaking them to move them.
Okay.
Can I do some kind of roll to see where the best place to, or do like an investigation check to see if there's any other kind of like seam in the wall or writing or anything like
if this
that?
was Dungeons and Dragons, you could absolutely roll for investigation.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called in
Sadly,
this.
Spot hidden?
Let me think what this would be. Archaeology would certainly help.
I can do that.
Yep. If there's
I'll do
anything
an
else.
archaeology roll, just to see if there's like a faster way to even dig away these rocks. I got a hard success for archaeology.
Yeah. You notice. You don't. It's not. You're not really like you know some best practices for excavation. You know how to not collapse the fucking ceiling on you guys, and you notice that there are. On either side of the wall, there are these two big sandstone support beams. They look like they're basically holding the wall up. But you look like you can tell that they're pretty sturdy. So you feel like you guys can pretty much do anything, but as long as you do not jeopardize the pillars, you're golden.
So
Okay,
no
so it's pretty much,
dynamite.
I didn't say
pretty
that.
much just. We could.
Shovel,
You,
dirt,
you only,
shovel, dirt, hammer, hammer, hammer. How am I doing?
Fuck. Make a strength check.
$73 out of 50, fail.
You know you're trying. How are you doing?
Aw.
Your best.
Your best.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
I think I have sand in my boot.
I will.
What do we call on the explosive radius for dynamite in this game?
Yeah.
That is a fantastic question that I will look up.
And how far apart the pillars are from each other too.
That's risky
Like-
business, setting off dynamite down here.
Well,
Yeah, but we also
it
don't
is
have a
made
whole
for
lot of
blasting.
Yeah. No guts, no
You
glory.
are quite literally using it, perhaps for the first time, for what it was designed to do. Okay.
You mean not to blow up horses?
Was not
Yeah, I mean, it's not C4. It's not gonna, like, fucking literally demolish everything.
a single
No.
single stick of dynamite has a 5-yard radius. It is a controlled explosive, and I would
that's
say
not
the
that bad.
pillars are about
No.
25 yards apart from each other. I feel
Okay.
like that's
so
too
then-
big, but whatever.
Yeah.
We'll put. All right. Someone use an intelligence roll to find the best place to put this to cause the most.
Would that not go along with my archaeology?
I'm gonna say
roll?
that's probably that would fall into the archaeology as well.
Right?
It would all, yeah.
Cool.
If anyone wants to make it would be an intelligence check since none of you have any idea of
She's got high
controlled
intelligence.
demolitions, unless
I have 60.
60.
Played with
I also have
explosives
60.
in the old WW1. I played with some. I got a 29 out of 50.
There you
I
go.
hear various
There you go.
rolls. Beauregard, unsurprisingly, you feel like if you just stick the stick of dynamite square in the middle, that'll probably be
Yeah.
quite effective.
Fuck yeah. I've seen it done a time or two. Nothing fancy, but
You do, with just a normal success, I'm not gonna give you any more information.
So, are you gonna use the one dynamite you have, or should one of us run back to?
I have a stick as well.
Yeah, so we have 2.
Okay. Great. Okay, yeah, let's use one to fucking get this shit out of our way.
And
gonna-
save the other one just in case for later.
I'm gonna carve in a spot with my knife to for the dynamite to fit in.
Yep, sort of shape the explosive.
Delightful.
Okay,
And I'm gonna take the wick off my dynamite and tie it onto Bob's to extend it. And
ooh,
then
you're
Scoot,
gonna
scoot.
blow both of them.
No, I just
No,
wanna.
no, no.
Oh, you're
extending his
taking
wick.
some of your wick and you're put it on Bob's
Yes.
to extend it.
So that way we can fucking get away before.
Gotcha. All right, so
Yeah.
whoever is lighting this bitch up, please roll 4d10 for me.
Who's lighting it? I'll risk it and get the biscuit.
I was gonna say, I assumed our demolitions man apparently.
Yeah.
He was also the person that heals us.
I light it and run drunkenly back. with a
15.
Nice.
15? Okay,
Yeah, so
so
Everybody fucking skedaddle out of the fucking chamber.
it was, let me just make a note. It was a smaller explosion than you expected it to be. But you return and you do notice that a sizable chunk of debris has been blasted aside. You see some of the walls have been sandblasted now. Basically, there's just rocks and chunks of stuff all over the place, because you didn't destroy the matter, it just moved. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's basically you still are faced with a.
Some
I'm not
digging.
gonna say a insurmountable wall. It's certainly been surmounted to a degree, but
Mhm.
I would say, let's see. You've gotten about a fourth of the way through.
So
Oh.
should we use the other dynamite?
We're gonna have to run back.
This
some
pile has
more.
health. Basically, is how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Think so.
I can run back to camp and grab. I'll grab 5 sticks of dynamite just to have extra. And I'm also
Or-
gonna grab extra wicking.
Beauregard's just scratching his beard looking at it. I swear one should have done it. I think they're right though. I think we should try 5.
Not all at once. I'm grabbing extra.
To incrementally use.
So some time has gone by.
Yeah, I'm gonna
ran,
say while Maeve is returning to camp to get some stuff, if anyone would like to make some strength rolls just to sort of do some digging,
Yeah, I'll
there's
try.
ample digging time. O'Connell's gonna.
79 out of 50. Fucking
Yeah,
Beauregard, you're
I got
doing your best.
55 out of 50.
58 out of 80.
There
I
you go.
tried and failed.
Okay, O'Connell also passes. So why don't both of you roll a d6 plus your damage bonus.
4 plus 1d4. 8.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so cool. So you, between the group effort, you guys put a pretty big chunk. Not quite as much as the dynamite, but certainly comparable. And while you guys are sweating in the sand, I would also point out that it is dark as shit. So just for the sake of bookkeeping, Willow was holding a torch.
Okay.
Just
Or
shaping one
a
of our
flashlight,
statues.
a British torch, a flashlight. So Maeve returns, dynamite in tow.
Yep. Extra wicking also.
Yep.
Yeah, let's try one. We'll do one at a time again. So let's. I hand it over one single stick to Beauregard and some of the extra wicking.
I wrap up my stick and that stick together,
Oh no!
Oh my God. All right.
and I just tie that wicket and put an extra long one. So now let's stand back a little further this time. I have a theory and I'm curious.
Okay, so you're blowing 2 sticks this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
All right.
Oh no.
Go ahead and roll 8d10.
42.
I
Oh, nice.
require a luck check.
Oh,
no.
good.
Oh boy.
Oh god, this is the worst person to roll up.
Oh,
I
no!
just want to.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
God damn it.
It could have been worse.
Beauregard.
It was
Beauregard.
only a 95. If it was a 96,
I know it could have been worse. We could have literally died just now.
It's fine. I'm almost
Beauregard
dying
strikes
anyway.
again.
It was good thing Pickles is not
a
here. See the
shockwave ripples through all of you as the sound of the detonation of 2 sticks in close proximity seems to have amplified.
what?
Pretty much. You guys, for a period of time, I'm gonna say for an hour, you guys are literally incapable of passing listen checks.
What?
Great.
Mop.
You can sort of like what? Like you can yell over the tinnitus to communicate with each other, but as far as listening to anything, not a one of you is
No.
gonna be able to do it.
Great. All right.
This is
But,
great.
I will point out
Fantastic.
that you've blown the fucking shit out of this pile of debris.
I'm like wiping sand out of my eyes and like.
It
What-
suffice
what
to
is
say,
the
it has been
pickles?
cleared.
All right.
Perhaps
well,
2 was
Now-
unnecessary.
I
What
think 2 did the trick, everybody. Is everyone alright?
What?
What?
What? What?
Should we get pickles?
Let's
By the way-
go.
Huh?
I didn't bring any pickles. I'm sorry, Susie. What?
Forgot to pick him up in
What?
Cairo.
You leave Pickles out of this.
Jesus. All right.
Is there anything
Okay.
in the debris left over?
Basically the same stuff that was in it in the first place. Rocks and sand.
Rocks.
Okay, I just make sure we
Sandy
didn't blow up
rocks.
like some nice pottery.
Well.
Wouldn't have mattered if you did.
All right. So. mattered.
Oh,
All right. Can I? I'll walk through first. And just make sure everything is safe. That the pillars are still intact. And see if I can't scout ahead and see if and spot any hidden traps.
Sure, go ahead and make an archaeology check for me. Or a spot hidden if you'd prefer. This is your
Archaeology.
wheelhouse, so archaeology is applicable.
Regular success.
Okay,
Oh,
so
hello, Jacob.
Maeve, as you slowly, alertly make your way through, the dust from the blast is settling. You can see, it's to the effect that you can visibly see the beam from your flashlight, kind of thing. You eventually, you reach a room, and something's uncanny about this room. It looks like there's nothing in it. And by that I mean, it looks like you're just looking into a black void. You can point your flashlight. You do see that there is a walkway. There's a visible stone path carved but on either side of it, it appears like there's just it basically just opens up into the earth. A sheer cliff face drop, and you can't see the bottom.
I have an idea. I pull out my sword. Letting
Okay, yeah, your
pull out
glowing
the
sword.
Yeah,
What do you do with it?
just kind of
Yeah, all right.
Hold it up.
hold it towards the ground, up.
Cool.
Nothing
Not doing
happens.
anything. No, you're just doing it.
All right.
Alright.
Does
Can I light-
Okay.
Can I light one of Bob's flares? Excuse me.
Oh.
Drop it.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Someone make an intelligence check real quick.
Oh, I will.
Oh no.
Regular success.
You think it's a good idea?
Oh shit.
I think it's a good idea. All right, with a regular success.
All right, here goes nothing. I light it and throw it down.
All right, you drop it.
Yeah.
Down it goes. Down, down, down. Keeps going for a long time. To the effect that suffice to say, it falls far enough that the visible wavelength of light can no longer reach your eyes. You see it blink out of existence.
Can I throw one like ahead of us, like on the path, so we can see the path better?
Make a throw check.
Sure. 15 out of 49. 45, sorry.
Yeah. So you managed to throw it. I'm gonna say 30 yards ahead of you. And it's pretty convenient that you did, because you can see that it is not a straight shot. It is a sort of serpentine curve. As luck would have it, you managed to throw it in the portion that was dead in front of you, but
Yeah.
you hit the vertices.
Maeve, do you see any trap on the walkway here?
I can take a closer look.
Yeah, go ahead.
That would suck.
What do you want me to?
Narrow
Yeah,
walkway,
archaeology.
trap,
Actually,
pushes
I'm gonna
soft.
call for spot hidden this. I don't know if this is particularly archaeology.
Okay. That's a fail. It's out of 52.
You can't tell.
If it just
you don't see anything.
If it's
I
just a,
can't
you
tell.
don't see
I
anything
think
particularly trappy.
if it's just a spot hidden, can I look, or does it have to? She has to have do I have to have archaeology as well?
No, you can look. You have eyes. The only thing you can't do is hear.
Can't hear. We can.
Oh,
look.
dang, 82.
I'm
All
taking
right, so
87.
Oh god, 87.
Yeah.
all right, so
you,
it doesn't.
you
Case,
guys
give it a
don't
try.
see any traps.
Now I got an
Oh
idea.
my God.
It's not
Yeah.
happening.
Okay,
The whole both of you,
It's not happening.
you feel pretty confident that there are no traps.
I do at least suggest that maybe we sort of act as if we're like safety precautions, as if we were climbing, and possibly rope each other to each other, like sort of rope, like have a rope line going just in case.
That's a good idea.
I have rope.
Okay.
Let's tie them together.
I too have rope. So.
Alright, yeah, you guys would have enough to.
Should we have our flashlights out too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely flashlights for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my lantern like strung on the end of my double barrel, or at the end of my shotgun.
By the way, your lantern, is it a bullseye lantern or a hooded lantern?
It is a hooded lantern.
Okay.
Because I was picturing the ones that like they had the mount on the top of the shotgun.
Yeah.
That like it hooked in.
Oh nice, yeah. Cool. Okay, so I will be in the front, and yeah, we'll. Who is behind me? What? Who's going?
I'll be behind you. I'll be behind
Okay.
Maeve.
And then Case should be in the middle, and I'll be on the end.
No, I need to be behind you. You're my meat shield.
No, because if something comes from behind, you'll get killed. So stay in
what
the
about-
middle.
What about O'Connell?
Oh yeah,
O'Connell
they're
can
also
go-
there. Evie,
Yeah.
Go in
Jonathan,
front
and
of you.
O'Connell need to be in this chain as well.
Yeah. So Case, you're dead in the
Also
middle,
Willow.
and then everyone follows in.
Willow is there as well.
Everyone.
I definitely do not think Bob should be at the end, because if he falls, then
We're
that's all
screwed.
his weight on
That's
everybody.
true.
So you should definitely be like, if Susie is in the middle, then you're right behind Susie, and then it's O'Connell, and then Jonathan.
All right.
Because if Jonathan falls, he's nothing. He's like a fucking wet blanket. No
He's got a
worries.
neck like a stack
True.
of dimes.
Yeah. All right, cool. But yeah, okay. So that's the order that we're.
What an
watching.
old-timey insult.
Yeah.
It's an old-timey game. Okay, so you guys
Old-timey
have, tied some safety lines on you. You've sort of lashed yourself to each other with a miraculous
All right,
amount of
and
rope. Okay, so,
move carefully forward.
Maeve, make a
Beauregard
make
fixes
a
wig.
dexterity check.
Me?
Yes.
Let's see, where's my dex? Okay. Regular success.
Okay. Who's next? Beauregard, make a dex check.
Beauregard takes a swig real quick before he steps out. Gotta steady the nerves. 35 out of 50. Success.
Okay, and after Beauregard would be
Probably me.
Yeah.
Susie. Go ahead and make your dex check.
Oh, I just failed by 1. Can I
Use
push
luck.
it with luck?
Just don't put.
Yeah,
Just use a luck.
yeah.
Don't
Or
push
just
it.
use luck?
Yeah, you can
can
burn
I
a
do
luck point.
one
So
luck,
yeah.
success for
Can I
Susie.
spend
All
1 luck, so it's 50 out of 50?
right, who
Yep.
who did you guys agree to be after Susie?
Me.
Bob.
Okay, Bob, go ahead. Make your dex check.
18.
Excellent.
Okay, is that a hard success or a regular success?
Hard success.
Okay. And then basically just a bunch of people who aren't here. Okay.
Dig these tunes.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, this is a channel that I use. It's Grim World Fantasy on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
It's
music
sweet
selection.
royalty free.
It's not royalty free, but they
Oh.
let people.
You-
It's Creative Commons is the license they call it.
Got
Oh,
it.
nice.
So it's not gonna hit you for license
Yeah.
stuff. That's good.
Okay. Tell you what, that hard success really came into mind because everyone who wasn't here ate fucking shit. So,
Oh no.
you guys slowly, trepidatiously, word of the day, inch your way across this, not narrow, but because there's a fucking death drop, pretty fucking narrow walkway. It's sort of serpentining around. You guys manage to, inch your way on and on and on in the darkness. You can eventually see, light at the end of the tunnel, proverbially. I will say that Evie and Jonathan slip, but as you hear, well, no, you don't hear shit, but as you feel the weight tugging, Bob is able to brace himself so that everyone else can, get him back up. O'Connell literally falls, and so does Willow. But
Classic Willow.
you guys are able to, manage to get him
Snag
up.
him.
So basically, I just took everyone's score and averaged them together, and it was literally 4 successes to 4 fails. So Bob's hard success was quite literally the tiebreaker.
Thank goodness. My goodness. Yeah. We
It
all
was
turned
exactly
into,
the only thing putting it above the average.
Good old dexterous Bob.
We would have gone from Mummy to like Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Fucking
Real quick.
pit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Both with
Goddamn.
Brendan Fraser.
Goddamn
Both have
pitfall.
Brendan
I'll admit, that was
How
that
we
was
got
not a
there.
predicted failure point for this little adventure. I would have let you guys try to
Never
salvage it,
underestimate
but
us.
it definitely could have. I will point out that Evie and Jonathan a lot less dexterous than I thought, but O'Connell and Willow are usually pretty good in that department. I think Willow's the most
Yeah, I
dexterous.
think Willow has the best dexter.
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
got
think
like
she has
an
70.
85 on her roll. O'Connell got a 90.
Jesus.
Okay, but you guys, Maeve, you would see it first as you're in front. You do see the path sort of terminate. You actually see in your flashlight, you notice that you hit wall, basically.
A fucking wall.
I mean, not like because you're waving around in front of you, trying to keep an eye on it. And you do see that eventually your beam it hits a wall, and as you sort of track it along, there's a door. And I mean, I would say doorway,
okay,
not a physical door.
Oh, okay, doorway. All right, folks. We see a doorway. Can I just look around for traps just in case?
Go ahead. Yeah, do a spot hidden.
Fail. God damn it. This spot hidden. Bullshit.
You don't think there's any traps?
Nope, I don't. No, I'm like, oh wow, it looks great. It looks like a good doorway.
Okay, so I'm going to explain, describe what you see. As you walk into this new chamber, much like the fountain chamber, these sort of automated oil lanterns light up as you approach. Basically, one in front of the other. They're kind of like they're tiered, they light up as you progress. Eventually, you reach this large sort of cistern, and in the middle of it, Maeve, no roll needed. You would recognize this to be a sarcophagus.
Ooh.
So at this point, are we finally like on a flat surface? That's
Yeah,
wide
you
enough
guys
we can
are
untie
you're in a
ourselves?
big open room, pretty much.
All right.
Okay.
So we can
Picture a rectangle,
Okay, yeah, we can untie the rope.
which is what it would have looked like if I
Alright.
had drawn this room.
You can just draw a quick square and hold it up like on a piece of paper.
All right. There you
All
go.
right.
Okay. Can I read what's on the sarcophagus?
Absolutely.
says.
Make a Egyptian check.
Oh yeah, that is a hard success.
Okay.
Nice.
You read it, and it says something to the effect of, "Here lies the the unnamed one." Basically, it's like his name is redacted almost. You can't really tell what the person's name would be. You do notice that there is a distinct lack of the appendix pharaoh. So it doesn't say "Here lies Pharaoh blank." It just says "Here lies
Sure.
blank."
Just blank. Okay.
Basically says, "Sufferer of curses of the utmost degree, the adulterer, the fool, lest he let he lie forever, lest you lie forever," are the last words.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
No.
And
No.
there is more than just the hieroglyphs. If you could make a archaeology check for me.
Yes. Can do. That is a regular success.
Regular success. Okay, as your eyes scan down the hieroglyphs and you read out loud to everyone, as you sort of say the last words, your eyes go down and you notice that there is, like, you sort of brush it aside with a brush. There is a sort of like Star of David shaped indentation in it, and there's a circle around it, like a Star of David within a circle, basically. A 6-pointed star.
Can I speak
Or
for
more,
Willow's
8.
character
9, 10.
and say while everyone's doing this, she's planting the dick elephant statue?
Yes.
Off to the
Willow
side.
would take this opportunity to realize that this would be probably the best place for future archaeologists to discover one of her fine crafted dicks.
It's the elephant. Or no, it's a giraffe
Is it
with an elephant. Same
is
thing.
it a
but it's
dinosaur?
No, this one's a giraffe. Same concept, but so it's a super long dick.
Longer neck.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the shape as similar to the open box that I have?
Make an intelligence check.
No. No, I don't.
You don't
Like,
you don't put 2 and 2 together.
No, I'm like,
Would Evie
Hmm.
have a chance to do that?
Evie would. She's right there. She's got fucking big brain intelligence stat.
She knows things.
Yeah, she rolled a 20, so she's like, "Hey, I've seen that before." And she says, don't know who has. I think Maeve would have the
I
puzzle
have the
box.
box.
It says,
Yeah.
"Excuse me, Maeve. Would you mind if you take out the puzzle box we uncovered in England?"
And I go, "Oh, you mean this? What for?"
Um,
I'll fucking
surely you
know.
noticed that it's a similar shape. Perhaps if you try and insert it, see if maybe it's a key.
Oh, so just the box closed, and I try to. I'm like, no.
No. Give it here, Maeve. She takes it.
All right, pass it over to
fiddles
Evie.
with it, and she's like,
A key.
and eventually,
the gentleman
eventually
that-
opens up.
Okay.
The gentleman that took your teeth there, Susie, was asking about a key.
This must have been
Oh,
what he was
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, before I got my face punched in. Yeah, remember that?
Oh.
Me.
Yes, when I blew that guy in the head.
At the end of the adventure, Susie's just not gonna have a face. I think is like probably what we're going towards.
Does Susie sound like Mike Tyson right now? Like she has a lisp because of the bullet to the face.
Oh my god.
She didn't get it in her face. It hit her. It dinged her in the side of the head.
It's like a scrape.
Yeah, just
A deep scrape. So she
Winder.
looks like she looks
it was
like,
a flesh wound. Tis but a scratch.
Is a scratch.
We'll point out
You have half
it was
your
more
head.
than a flesh wound, as you went from full to 0 in a single shot. But
Mhm.
Nobody
It
said
moved
that I had a
up
strong
artery.
Yeah.
anywho,
thank God these hands.
you know what, Susie, make an appearance check.
Oh,
Oh.
god.
oh come on.
Half her head is like
So, what do I roll
seriously heavily
You roll against
stitched.
your appearance stat.
against? Oh, sorry. Well, I got 66 and my appearance is a 50, so...
All right, why don't you roll a d6?
No.
Oh, no! Come on!
You guys are doing her so dirty.
Susie got her nose
I
shot
got
off.
a 6! I got a 6 out of
All right, why don't you
God,
go ahead and
no.
subtract 6 from that number?
Oh my
come
God.
on!
God.
You're still higher than Beauregard, so
Why must you hurt me this way?
camera pans over to fucking dwarf goblin faced Beauregard standing there. It's like,
She's gonna be the inspiration for Phantom of the Opera.
what's wrong with that?
Oh, come on!
No,
Oh my
You don't
goodness.
look that bad. You went from looking pretty good to pretty normal.
Okay, fair.
God.
You just look basic
You
now.
but you are
Average.
self-conscious about it. So every day you sort of put your bang across it. Like.
Fucking god. Oh.
And you know what? You did point
We've
out,
made-
Susie. You did point out something to me before we started recording.
Yeah.
Please make a sanity
Oh,
check.
it makes realistic sense. Well, yeah, it makes realistic sense, though.
This is all hidden now.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got a 63, but my sanity's at 80.
You know
So
what?
good.
You
somehow okay with
you're,
this.
You're okay with it. You're like, I've been through a lot. And I will
This
also
is-
point out that none of you thought to bring a mirror. So,
That's what Susie
That's
looks
fair.
like now.
oh, did you post it in the
Your
Discord?
points?
Oh god.
Why
Oh.
must you hurt me that way? Why you gotta play me dirty like
Not
that?
quite.
Come on.
Not quite, but you got.
I just get-
I'm gonna say you have like a little scar running across.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, basically, if you didn't have an eyebrow, it would just look like you're really surprised, like all the time. Unlike Beauregard, who does not have any eyebrows.
That's
So
true.
he's just
man.
low-key jealous.
You still look better than I do.
Yeah.
Oh, the bar set
I
so high.
will point out to Bob's protest, there is a very lengthy page on lingering wounds that I could have had her roll on instead. So I feel like her being worse in the least rolled stat in the entire game won't come up.
We could just
Fair.
just
And I mean,
get
she has money, so appearance doesn't really matter.
Like
we'll just get you a prosthetic that looks like that.
like missing limbs are on the table. Anywho, yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm okay with that. That's fine.
So Evie
Okay, so-
Evie opens up the puzzle box and it splinters into
Fits.
the points,
opens.
and Beauregard chimes in and says, hey, didn't that feller punch you in the mouth? And Susie's like, and here we are.
Fuck all of me,
Okay. Huh. Okay, so that's what that must have been what he was asking about. Well, huh. Interesting. I guess let's see what's in this other than, you know, an obvious mummy body.
Should we open it? Because it does say to let it rest or we gonna die.
I mean, that's what we're here for.
I feel like they always say that. It's just superstition. We're looking
I've
for
just
money.
been punched in the face for this. I've been shot in the head. I just don't really want to, you know.
Exactly. We gotta do it for something.
Stand behind your bodyguard while we open
Alright.
this.
Meat shield. Come here, meat shield.
At least Pickles is not here.
Yeah, exactly.
Pickles
Really
boss from behind us.
Continue, Evie.
It was Pickles the whole time.
Oh my god.
Pickles is in the mummy. He's in the sarcophagus.
He's just laying on his back and he looks up at you.
Okay.
Pickles, how'd you get
I
here?
ain't gonna put Pickles in the sarcophagus. Okay, so who you guys have decided to open the sarcophagus?
Yep, Evie's opening.
Pick up.
Evie's opening
I'm
it.
front and center.
Okay.
I'm helping open that bitch up.
I'm peering around Bob. I'm just looking around his broad
Fucking
shoulders.
savage. Yeah, we're doing it. Go up there, Evie.
Go get him.
Yeah, I'm not standing very close. I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna stand back here. You found that key. Go, girl.
Okay, so Evie is going to, she's going to take the puzzle box that you guys have had with you the whole time. She's going to insert it into the star-shaped depression. She finds that as she pushes it in, there's a good amount of give. So she pushes it in, and it keeps going. Eventually, she hears it click, and then she's able to, with a bit of effort, turn it clockwise until it rotates 180 degrees, and then she hears another click. And at this point, you guys don't hear anything.
Can she
So
feel
we
the
did-
clicks?
We didn't hear the click, so we
Yeah.
don't
We
know.
don't hear a fucking
No, but
goddamn
she-
thing.
But can
Is it
she
working?
feel
She
it?
feels it. She's like, it's clicking.
What?
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 It's chipping.
It's flipping.
Yeah, I will point out you guys being deaf really does take a bit out of the old description.
Has it
I
taken
lost
an hour?
entire sense to convey to you an abstract picture.
Has it taken an hour for us to get to this room?
No, you guys have a bit of time to go.
Damn it!
Maybe we should take a moment. I'm yelling.
And Evie,
It
at
really
this point,
sucks not
Evie
being able to
says,
hear.
"What?" And she feels like the door drop, like it hits the ground, and she's like, "Oh, it dropped! I think I can open it, fellers." She says in some
It
weird
popped?
accent.
God.
So yeah, basically the front of the sarcophagus, like the lid, I guess you'd call it, is standing up vertically. It has sort of receded, sort of fallen down, and should you guys desire to, it wouldn't be too hard to sort of open it up like on the side.
Yeah, all right, let's open it up.
Open that
Wait,
bitch up.
wait. We should check for traps on the door thing, because, you know, traps.
Mummies.
I can look for
It's a bit
traps.
late
if
for that,
Beauregard
don't you
wants to open
think?
it.
Now that we've
all
opened
right,
the
never
door,
mind.
I don't think this thing has mud flaps as I open it.
so yeah, Beauregard, you reach in with both hands, you drive it aside.
You're wearing assless chaps?
Oh my goodness.
And you smell an unearthly smell.
That smell is
An
unearthly.
acrid stench. The whole
smelly smell, the
room
smell
fills,
smelly?
just permeates the entire room. The smell of
Good God,
fresh,
was that you, Willow?
recently deceased. The smell of decay. This is. You'd think not Willow, Maeve, and Evie, and even Jonathan, who was bunking up with a mummy not too long ago. You guys don't know that mummies don't normally smell like this. If anything else, they smell like dust. This smells like a dead body. fresh.
Good God.
Do you want me to roll anything for my expertise?
Nope, you just know that.
Okay.
Smells like mud butt in a Louisiana summer
Yeah,
here.
your background would dictate that you know what a mummy smells like,
All right. This
and it does not
this
smell
is
like
a-
this.
It looks like this body is still decomposing. This is not like normal mummy behavior.
And as
Is
it
so
insanity?
basically that was just Beauregard opening the seal, and just this miasma
I smell
of
something
stink.
that is. Yeah, okay.
So as
Never mind.
God.
Beauregard pushes it forward more, you do see that Maeve, you would assume that this is the most well-preserved mummy ever uncovered. This is incredible.
I hear cha-ching in my head.
However,
Can you hear it though, right now?
In the
Not-
head,
no,
you
In
can.
my head. In my
Yeah.
head. I can.
basically it
It's
sounds
not
like
out loud.
ringing, but the ringing of money.
Yeah.
Though you guys,
Old-timey.
what you didn't hear
Ring, ring.
was basically this thing is full of dead scarabs,
Oh,
Good.
Oh, great.
gosh.
and
So we,
as
like, we hear all the
Beauregard
rumbling.
drags it aside, a just mass of scarabs sort of fall out the bottom, and they're accompanied with this diabolical smell. And I will require a sanity roll at this point for everyone.
Damn it. Alright.
This thing is stinky.
20,
Oh.
success.
18. Can we see like
No.
the dead scarabs and all that too?
Yes, this is
Uh,
not anything
this
that you'd have any
is-
trouble seeing.
Unsettling,
I'm
I'll
good.
tell you what.
I just passed.
Okay, so yeah, you guys managed to brace yourself from the stinky mummy.
Like,
Um, It's quite stinky, considerably stinky, but you guys have steeled your mind. Susie, you actually have steel in your mind from the bullet, but
Would just for future reference, would me and Adam have advantage against check for this because it's dead bodies?
And they
this
were in
is
the
being in
war.
war.
different than a dead body, so no.
Okay.
This is an advanced dead body. Also,
Super dead body.
for the sake of that question, I'll just go out and say no, never. You either will make the roll or you won't have to make the roll. So yeah, you got this big stinky mummy in front of you. What do?
I want to inspect it, because I've never seen a mummy look like this before. And I hold any piece of clothing I have, like sort of in front of my nose.
All right. Go ahead and make a archaeology check with a disadvantage die.
Is there anything on the inside of the lid?
That's worth looking at.
Damn, no.
Okay, Maeve.
Do you wanna-
You don't notice anything, like you can't put together why it is that this mummy is so preserved. You do notice that the presence of the scarabs built
Oh
in
my
with
God,
it
Adam.
is
Oh yeah.
peculiar, but you can't really figure out
Okay.
why that would be. But to Beauregard's suggestion, you do decide to look at the lid, and there are some hieroglyphs inside the lid too.
Yeah, I can make an ancient.
Yeah, make an ancient Egyptian
Egyptian.
check.
Can I look around to see if anything happened when we opened up the door, like in the
Regular
room?
stuff.
Sure. What are you looking for?
Just like if any compartments opened or.
Make a spot hidden.
I got a regular success on that
Alright.
ancient Egyptian, by the way.
21 out of 66.
You don't see anything
Nice.
in particular.
Okay.
Seems like nothing happened.
I say we sit, have lunch down here in the caves, take an hour,
All right.
regain our
And
hearing.
I do not think we should eat in this room.
It is at that point.
Yeah, I don't.
It is
not
at that
hungry.
point that I will remember that Maeve rolled and tell you guys what the fuck the lid says. Jesus!
Oh yeah.
So Maeve, firstly,
Yeah.
you would note that it is rather unusual for there to be writing on the inside of the lid of a sarcophagus. Mummies don't need to do a lot of reading.
Right.
Make an occult check too.
It says your mother ain't shit.
Just like the periodicals for that. For like,
They're just
I did not. Mm-mm.
they're talking trash to him in the
You
afterlife.
know that it says something, but it's written in an odd way. Like it doesn't
I
follow
try?
proper Egyptian syntax. Yeah, Susie, if you'd like to roll occult as well.
Because I have a call.
But you can't read Egyptian, can you?
I could read
No.
it. Well, I could read it out loud though.
Okay.
I usually,
yeah,
I've been
Susie,
reading
if you want
everything
to
out loud.
do an occult roll.
Okay. No, I failed it.
Yeah.
65.
So yeah,
Yep.
the only thing it's notable in its peculiarity. Basically,
And-
picture like a sun, like a circle, and there's writing. There's hieroglyphs around it in a circle, and then there's some coming off, which is very atypical. It's like if you drew a sun with 5 rays coming off of it.
Can I take a rubbing of it so that I can study it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does Evie have any idea because it's Egyptian or
Nah,
no?
Evie doesn't know shit. She's dumb.
That's fair. That's fair. She's not she doesn't have any dexterity.
If you and Maeve weren't here, Evie would probably have a pretty good idea, but because there are 2 characters that do the purpose of Evie, she doesn't know.
She don't.
Otherwise, no, I will not let you roll 3 times on this. Is what you're asking.
She just supports whatever you guys say.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's not smiles.
Well, shit. Let's see. Do we have enough people to carry this to the surface? Because this mummy would.
Can we even carry the mummy?
I
Given
don't
that-
believe
that
we could
path?
carry this across that path.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if we can find another door or another way out of here.
Alright.
All right. So Bob
Can we
didn't
get the
notice
key out of
anything
the-
particular.
Yeah, I want to grab the key out of the thing and put it back in my
Yeah.
pocket.
Okay, you do so. No difficulty in getting it back.
okay.
So yeah, you guys, I've gotten either you want to literally just sit down and eat a fucking sandwich in this stinky ass mummy room
No, thank
for an
you.
hour, or you guys want to look for a door.
Yeah.
We should look for a door.
Look for a door.
Yeah.
Now I want to eat
Okay.
in this.
Okay, so going off of Bob's previous spot hidden check, I will describe the room. It is well lit with these sort of automated oil lanterns. There are solid walls on the left and right, and in the far back. Basically, it's a closed-off room. The only other exit is the windy serpent's path. However, if anyone else would like to make another spot hidden,
Ooh, we should use our glowing objects in the room too.
Okay, yeah. I'll put my glowing out sword.
Try to make a spot hidden. Okay, I have a hard six. Or no, it's a. I'm sorry, it's a regular success.
Okay,
Shoot.
so what are you guys doing with the glowing objects?
Ooh.
Is it?
Maybe
Can
a
I
walker.
also make spot
Yeah,
hidden?
you are a being with eyes.
Okay. I got a 10 out of 50, I think. So yeah, 51. So extreme success.
All right, what are you guys doing with the glowies? I'll keep that in mind.
I want to walk around the sarcophagus with the blue light.
I'm gonna walk around the walls and see if anything happens at the walls with my sword.
Okay. Nope.
No,
Beauregard, what are
No.
you doing with you? Do you have your glowy out?
No. I'm just looking for a separate door, any cracks, any creases that would like, because I'm picturing like builders would have to have a way out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Beauregard, as you watch Susie sort of disappear into not the distance, but she sort of walks back into the back of the room of the back towards the back wall of the room. You know, you have to strain your eyes to look at her. So as you sort of sharpen your focus as she gets further and further and smaller, with your extreme success, you are able to notice flecks of sand falling in front of your face.
Okay. And I like shine my light up to the ceiling.
Now,
Uh,
you fuckers are still deaf, but Beauregard, you do see that in sort of odd increments and seemingly random locations at random intervals. And you're able to deduce this seemingly instantly, but because you're very observant. You do notice that every now and then some flecks of sand fall from the ceiling.
Hey, everyone! And I'm like yelling, everyone! And I point up.
I also shine my light up above us.
Maybe Bob and I can get a crowbar in there and pull one of these blocks loose and we could climb up into the ceiling. How tall is the ceiling?
It is 12 feet up.
Okay.
Can you stand on the sarcophagus?
Yeah, is it close enough proximity to the sarcophagus I could climb on it?
Yeah, you could probably, with some assistance, you could probably, if someone steadies our sarcophagus and sort of gives you a boost up, you could probably get up there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that with the crowbar and see if I can, pull that block down.
Okay, yeah. So you take your glowing crowbar of justice, make a strength check.
Is it an advantage with the crowbar? Or, okay.
Nope.
I wasn't sure how that works. That's D&D, that's right. 12 out of 50, so hard success.
Now, I hate to do this to you, but make a luck check.
Oh boy.
You succeeded in doing something.
Brick's gonna fall on my head. Oh, I failed at my 1 point.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, Beauregard, as you pry your crowbar
Now, don't worry, everybody. I'll have this. Don't worry.
into the ceiling to sort of, by your own word, loosen up a single brick, you loosen up a lot of bricks.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Put me down. Put me down. Put me
The
down.
ceiling, you see the ceiling sort of starts to cave in a little bit, but not in a
Oh.
not in a random way, in a
Great.
pretty controlled way. And Beauregard, to your shock, you see a human foot and a modern boot come through the ceiling, and it starts flailing wildly.
Son of a bitch. There's a mummy in here with a boot on. Am I safe from the falling debris and everything? Oh, son of a bitch.
Grab the boot.
I'm gonna grab.
Too modern for a mummy.
I'm gonna grab the boot.
Maybe this mummy has
Okay,
style.
Beauregard. So as you reach out to grab the boot, it starts kicking wildly. So you grab it tighter, and eventually, you put your whole body's weight on it, and the foot rapidly turns into a knee, rapidly turns into a thigh, rapidly turns into an entire human being with a pickaxe who just falls through the fucking floor, which is now their ceiling. Your ceiling, their floor.
Yeah.
It was one of the diggers from the Americans team. You've basically met in the middle. So their dig site and your dig site meet at this point if you dig through.
Get off. Get
So
off
yeah,
me,
this
son of a
guy
bitch.
comes tumbling down, screaming. He's like, "Aye!" But you can't hear that. I mean, you get. He has IE energy though. You can tell that he's IEing.
Okay. We can see that. We can see that he's
visibly
screaming.
shaken. If he had a stat block, he'd roll sanity.
Get off me, son of a bitch. And I push him off me.
All right. So basically, you guys can now see directly into a well-lit room, and there are, people looking in on you, yelling in Egyptian.
While we scream,
They're
what?
like, "Hey, who's down there?" in Egyptian. You guys are like, "What?"
What?
What?
Are you guys saying something?
Eventually,
I can't hear a goddamn.
you
thing.
guys notice you see a flashlight shining in, and a length of rope drops down.
Great.
Oh, perfect. Hey, it appears we found our exit.
It's conveniently knotted.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, so it's
I
easily
don't know how
climbed.
I don't know how this is gonna help us take a fucking sarcophagus up, but
So
we got an exit.
before we leave this room, we checked the walls, we checked the sarcophagus. I guess the floor can I walk around and point my sword towards the floor to see if I see anything?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Nothing
Nothing
happens.
happens.
All right. I just want to cover all our bases before we.
You've combed the entire circumference of this room with a glowing sword.
All right.
Before I climb the ladder, I'd like to call out to Henderson. Henderson, are you up there?
You hear, like,
Can you see me?
Pickles?
yeah, you basically you hear.
I brandished the glowing crowbar and I said, check it out! I told you it's glowing. It's the best thing I've seen yet.
This time you hear a little more clear. Wow.
That's cool,
You
right?
can hear
And I
beyond
start climbing the ladder.
and basically at this point you can hear it's like, why are you yelling?
Oh god, damn. Listen, we set off a little too much dynamite earlier. None of us can hear. My hearing's just coming back to me now.
What?
So at this point, I'm gonna say you guys have probably climbed up and you're, dusting yourself off. But the Americans, they seem to have uncovered an adjoining room. There's this weird, like, I guess I shouldn't call it an obelisk, but there is a obelisk-esque feature in the room that is, pretty much kind of, it's like close to where the sarcophagus is, in relation. It's on the same, like, y-axis.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
How's it going up here, fellas?
It was like, oh, we found a thing or two.
Need any help from archaeologists at all?
And Benny comes out from the shadows and says, no, I don't think your help is necessary anymore. We found what we were looking
Son
for.
of a bitch, how do you do that every time?
Like,
Every time, how do you do it?
Well, if you guys found what you were looking for, if you wouldn't mind us helping us maybe drag something out of this hole, really appreciate it. Maybe pay you for your time.
what do you got there?
Just a thing.
Thing?
Just
what are we helping you?
They're gonna see it. They are gonna see it. Oh,
That's fair.
it's a sarcophagus.
Oh, interesting. Well, this is Henderson. Says, well, I'm not. I suppose we could spare our workers. I don't exactly need them anymore, and we're not exactly paying them. So
You're not paying.
I will
them.
point out that there are not a lot of them left.
Okay.
They're making
Was
out
there-
on this deal.
Was there less than when they went in this morning?
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
These,
Reassuring.
basically, the American team, at the suggestion of Benny, has been basically parading these guys in like cannon fodder. The way they're discovering traps is by triggering them and being like, well, shit, I'll do that.
There's like a pile of melted guys and guys with spikes in them.
Oof.
Dude, the
Alright,
scarabs.
So I'll climb back down the rope and kind of close the sarcophagus back up, and then just kind of like I'll have some of the workers follow me down, and then we'll get it tied up, and then see if they can't drag it through the hole
Okay.
or make the hole a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Are you able to?
make a luck check?
Are you able to lock it again, or is it kind of just
Yeah,
disengaged
she's
forever
able
now?
to close it up.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So 6 on a 14.
6.
Hell yeah.
6. All right. Yeah. With the coordination of the workers, and you speak the native tongue, so you're able to direct them where they need to be. You manage to put some lashings around the sarcophagus, and conveniently they have erected a pulley system above you in just lickety-split time.
Perfect. Fantastic.
So, the mechanism that opened the sarcophagus no longer works.
No, it works. It's a
No,
key.
it's lockable. It's lockable and also.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, cool. So, all right, great. Yeah, so we have our sarcophagus. We got some treasure. It's a find.
Yeah.
The mummy of this particular tomb would be a pretty decent.
So
thing to
at
find.
this point, Henderson's like, "Hey, where did you guys get all them glowy sticks?" No, you know what? Burns said this. Dumbass Burns.
Well,
I'll pull my crowbar out and I start like light trailing it.
Sandstorm.
It's quite cool, isn't it?
Like, that's pretty interesting. We didn't see nothing like that down up here.
yeah, we found some magic water. Pretty cool.
Yep.
As
Well,
we're
sure.
leaving, can I have the sword out? Like, just kind of. Or the sword, I guess. Just kind of just.
Yeah.
If I see it.
Benny's like, "Hey, watch it with
That's
that."
dangerous.
This is sword dance. Don't want to
Is
worry.
that what you guys were doing down there?
Yes, the sword dance.
It did exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So you see, they're not. They're. You see that all three of the Americans plus Benny, they have something with them. They've sort of boxed it up. But they.
So what
How
did
big's
you
the
guys
box?
find?
Oh, just a couple things here and there. This is Henderson.
We showed you ours. You should, could share. You could show us yours. It's not like we're gonna steal it.
Now she's a treasure hunter and she's an Egyptologist and she's a rich girl. They could appraise these things, I'm sure.
Make a fast talk.
I'm Bob. I can
Whoever's talking.
I can say
Maeve or Bo.
good job.
Alright, he is. He is.
I have no skill in any.
No, then I will attempt to fast talk. Oh yeah.
11.
Nice.
It's a hard success.
Oh my god! Good thing you didn't roll out.
Yeah, I just rolled just for the sake of it.
Ugh.
All right, so
It's so bad.
Burns is gonna the simpleton. He is gonna sort of basically he has it under this like terry cloth kind of thing. He's like, we found these urns. They're very ornate. We found them all underneath that obelisk. We were digging down to see if there are any more. And he sort of hushes his breath. And he found a book.
Oh, a book.
Oh.
Like Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot,
Evie
the
chimes in,
Boys.
and I guess Bob does as well with contemporary 20th century literature, American literature.
Books don't exist
specifically.
yet.
Would
No,
I
Agatha-
know
Agatha
what
Christie
book
would, I
that they're
think.
referring to?
Not inherently.
No.
Make
can
a
roll.
make a history check.
History.
See if you have any idea.
The book hidden at the
You
base
should
of
make.
the
You should make one
Do
too.
it. Should I make one too?
Go ahead.
Yeah, because you're the
You
book.
did read the Egyptian's
book.
almanac.
No, I failed too. I got a 75.
So Evie,
It's like
Evie's gonna chime in. She's gonna say, "A book. Was there anything peculiar about its appearance?" And as you guys are walking, as you guys are having this conversation, you're walking out the American pathway, littered with bodies.
Oh.
Make a sanity check.
Hmm.
No.
Ah, come on.
Is this one for
extreme success.
33.
I am so well.
I'm good.
success?
13.
Shot in the head.
Okay.
Being shot in the head really,
It
fortified my
hardens
mental
you.
capacity.
You guys
Yeah.
all succeeded.
Yes.
Yeah.
The NPCs are, they're like, yeesh. Because there's just, it's fucking debauchery and chaos down here. Like, they were good.
This guy's pinned to walls.
It's
and
bad.
fucking-
But the Americans are like, as you guys are walking, they're just like, hey, don't step there. Watch it. You see where that body
Right.
is? Don't be there.
Don't
There's
go
a
there,
pair of
yeah.
sandals and like
Just
muscle
scorched
tissue from a
marks.
melting.
So yeah, as you guys are walking around, Evie is talking with Burns,
Right.
who despite being the dumbest member of the American team is also paradoxically the smartest when it comes to Egyptology. So Burns, he describes this black book. Big, too. Big stone covers. It says, don't know what Benny called it. It had some big multi-syllabic word. It wasn't Egyptian, but he seemed really excited to have it.
Well, it sounds fascinating. I'd love to take a look at it.
It looked. What was weird is the cover. It wasn't in Egyptian. It was in this language I've never seen before, and gosh, it looked like it was looking at me. Just looking at it, was weird. It shook me up, to be honest.
Anunnakian.
It had eyes?
You'd know it if you saw it. Pray that you don't.
I think we should. Maybe steal this.
Maeve, if either of you, if you want to have a better idea of what it is, perhaps I will allow an occult roll, but with disadvantage.
Cool. With disadvantage?
Yeah.
I did not get it.
Oh, no.
41 out of 50, and then 87 out of 50.
Alright.
You guys don't know what it is, but it sounds spooky.
Sounds spooky.
But it's a book.
Spook.
I want to know. Sounds like a cool book.
I'd be like, wow, I'd like to look at it, but.
Same.
I wait until we, get back to camp, and then I very quietly agree with Beauregard, and like, we should probably try to steal that.
Bob has to go get pickles. by the way.
I'd like Benny to not walk away from this with anything if we could. So
O'Connell concurs. He's like, I too do not like Benny.
If anything, we should
Nobody likes
kill.
Benny.
If anything, we should kill Benny and leave him in the sand.
He's like, pump your brakes there, cowboy. We'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it.
That's fair.
So, you guys make your way past essentially the killing fields. You do notice that the traps they had to encounter in no way, shape, or form resemble the ones you had to encounter. These ones look way worse.
Ooh.
Oh.
The ones you passed for were more whimsical in nature. They were like tests rather than traps. I would say that is the important distinction, is you guys had trials, they faced traps. There was a distinct, I guess, clientele they had in mind.
Good thing that we found that other door.
Right?
Better door.
Yes.
The better door.
I wonder if we are technically anointed somehow. If we succeeded in trials, could we technically be knights of sorts? And I'm gonna put my sword on Bob's shoulder like I'm knighting him.
Block, what is this? What are we doing?
That's, I don't know. I saw it this one time. The Queen. It was cool.
Bob, do you feel any more knightly?
I feel like Bob.
Okay.
I do not
You do
feel
not
like
appear to have
knight.
any particular anointment abilities.
Okay.
I feel better though.
That's good.
He just wants pickles.
Okay, so
Yes, we
you
should
guys,
probably get pickles.
You guys boop, 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 make your way out of
Bring our
out of
mummy
the
back to-
Hominoptera American Edition. And you guys are at your camp. You have managed to drag the sarcophagus up behind you.
Grab pickles.
Yeah, Pickles has been reacquired. I believe you left him at your entrance, so you're gonna have to run back to get him. So
Yep. I will do that.
I want to spend the rest of the. Let's see. Hold on. I want to spend part of the evening, while we're, making food or whatever, studying the rubbing of the inside of the sarcophagus that I took. So it's stuck in my head. I'm like, oh, I really want to figure this out. That's so weird.
okay. So I will just go ahead and I'll just have you roll. I'll have you roll occult, just raw, no advantage, no disadvantage, unless you're being helped.
Fucking jack shit.
I'm gonna approach Jonathan and say, "Are you feeling like getting into a little bit of business this evening?"
Jonathan says,
Can't do anything.
"Brother, business is booming."
That's what I like to hear. I hear the Americans have a book. We should go steal it.
O'Connell is also he has volunteered for this, He says,
All right, O'Connell,
hold
bring
on
it in.
there, Jonathan. Perhaps you should let the adults do this.
That's fair.
I managed to catch wind of your previous escapades, you two. I believe Jonathan had a tent wrapped around his head, and Beauregard, I think we found you unconscious in the desert.
I shouldn't have drank so much that night. It's a fair point.
Should it be O'Connell and Bob?
I say that as I'm like standing there with an open bottle, just like swigging off it.
You gotta know your limits.
Pickles is very good at heist. If you need an expert, Pickles could probably help.
O'Connell looks at you with a hint of incredulity. Says, I really appreciate the offer, but I think we don't need to go for this particular opera. I'm gonna say this. It's not that we don't need the Pickles, it's that this operation is so trivial that it would be a waste of Pickles' time.
This is very good
The
point.
expertise
heard that,
should
Pickles?
rest in case we need him.
You heard that, Pickles? Everyone will appreciate you.
I'll watch Pickles. If Bob goes, I'll keep an eye on Pickles.
Okay, Pickles, you stay here, and you take care of Susie. Yes, very good.
Should I roll a stealth? Or should I be the distraction?
What do you think?
Should I be the distraction while everyone else sneaks in?
So you are trying to sneak into Benny's tent.
Yes.
I definitely think that someone should distract Benny, and then someone else should steal it from Benny.
I think Beauregard should distract Benny.
Alright, I'm gonna try and distract Benny.
Okay.
I'm kind of just coming along for the. I'm coming along not to like go in the tent or anything. I'm just coming along in case shit goes down.
You approach the Americans' encampment. They are, dusting off, packing up, getting ready to head on out. And you appear, and you're just sort of standing in the middle of their camp now.
I'm just like drunk, bottle in hand. Now, gentlemen, I propose a toast to everybody. It was all good fun. Everybody found some cool stuff. Is Benny there?
Not at all. Benny's in his tent.
And I'm acting like I'm hammered.
Are you?
I'm gonna hit like a little bit. So I'm gonna hand the bottle off to Henderson, and then I'm gonna like stumble over towards Benny's tent, and I'm just gonna start like peeing into the open front.
Amazing.
Okay. So you approach Benny's tent.
I just gotta use the latrine, everybody. I'll be right back.
You,
and
you
I'm just
begin
like,
relieving yourself. So Benny rushes out and says, Hey, what are you doing, man? Hey, this is my tent. This is not the lavatory. His accent changes every time he speaks.
What are you doing in the latrine, Benny? I did
Because of
not
all
know
languages he knows.
He's like,
Why were you in there?
He's like, this is my tent, you American buffoon. Get the heck out of here. Heck.
Son of a bitch, I did it again. This is embarrassing, and I'm gonna just like pick up Benny's like blanket or anything that's like close proximity and try and dry him off a little bit.
Okay, so you go into his tent, make a spot hidden.
30 out of 53.
Okay, you see that he
51.
Has some sort of bundle. The one that he was carrying out, he has that. It was next to his sort of bedroll. So as you grabbed his blankets to sort of dry him from your urine, you do notice that whatever he was carrying is currently there.
Benny, and I'll put my arm around his shoulder after. I was gonna say, you smell like pee, my friend. But you should come on. Let's all celebrate. I'm gonna try and pull him outside with me.
Yeah, make a fast talk. I know you only have a 5 minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna try like hell though. Son of a bitch!
Oh, 21.
Benny says,
I could push it.
Oh no.
You could.
I won't. I'm not gonna.
Benny says, get the hell off me, you drunk moose! And he pushes you away.
Oh, son of a bitch! I want to fall and probably knock his tent over. Like,
Okay, make
Into the post.
a dexterity check.
54. My dexterity is 50. So like,
Would you want to pass?
I fail, but do I fail?
You do fail in that you don't hit his tent.
Okay,
just-
I just like
You
fall on the ground.
Amazing.
Now, Benny, I believe I hurt myself. Just help me up and I'll leave you be.
Hi, Shemai.
Does
Fine
O'Connell
here.
do anything
He reaches his hand
during
out.
I want to pull him down to the ground with me, and I'm just gonna like drunkenly in his ear. I'm very sensitive, Benny. This hurts my feelings that you would. Somebody steal something while I'm not distracted. God damn it!
Okay, so
I peed on him. I fucking covered him with a
while this is
blanket.
going on, all eyes are on you. So I believe it was just O'Connell who was gonna try and do this
Yeah.
little operation.
Yeah. I-
So here is O'Connell's stealth check. He passes.
Excellent.
So O'Connell manages to sneak in. He goes to the back of the tent, the one that's facing your side of the encampment, and he sort of picks up the stakes. And he sort of weasels his way in, covert-like. There's no floor on the tent; it's just a tent.
No, it's
Yeah.
Do I see him while I'm embracing Benny in the tight hug?
No, you're doing your own thing right now.
Nice.
You're balls deep in Benny right now.
So,
I'm sensitive, Benny.
so
Take this into account.
O'Connell grabs the thing, and he manages to get away.
Get off me, you stinking bastard.
Okay, so yeah. Operation successful.
Supposed to.
I feel
Beauregard.
like you should get him to pass out somehow, or like knock him out, like, because otherwise he's gonna go right back to his room and just
And
be
see
like,
that it's gone. Because he did next to his bedroll.
Benny,
please pour some alcohol down his throat.
Benny, I don't.
Or just put him in a sleeper hold. It'll be fine.
Sleeper hold, yeah, there you go. You're
I'll
already
put
hugging
Benny
him.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
put Benny in a sleep.
It is at this point that the Americans drag you off Benny. It's like, get the fuck off of him, man!
I-
What are you doing?
He fell on me.
So-
He was assaulting
Yeah,
me.
They're
He
gonna
was-
pour water on your head, like, sober up, motherfucker, and get out of here.
I'm trying to grab my dick.
God damn it. He touched my dangle. He's.
Trying to grab my hang down.
But chicken berries.
Help me up. Help me up.
They've already helped you up. They've helped you far and away. They helped you as up as you could be.
God. So I'm like laying in the sand, like 20 feet away from their
Yeah,
camp.
all three of them grabbed you by the scruff and sort of poured a canteen on you and turned you into the direction of your camp and pushed you that way. Off
Just
you
lay
go.
in the
Technically,
sand.
we're in the same camp roughly.
I just lay in the
I would say
sand
it's
like.
still distinct.
Nice.
There's a- He pushes you towards the shit that isn't theirs.
The
Yeah,
better
right.
side of town.
The better side. Jesus.
Goddamn
Alright.
socials.
As Bo, as you sort of mockingly stumble back to camp, O'Connell greets you and he slaps you on the back. He's like, "Fine work. That was grade A espionage."
I'll peed on Benny.
It's a shame that you never really you didn't really you weren't a right fit for the Legion. We could have had a man like you pee on Benny all the time.
I would have
That's a
worn that.
specialization job right there.
I would have worn that badge with honor.
So,
Good.
O'Connell approaches the tent, and Maeve, if you would like to make another occult check, I'm gonna say you have yet enough time to, do 2 things of research.
Fuck. Nope.
No, it's a real brain teaser, whatever it
It is
is.
a fucking head scratcher. Yeah.
We
Should I
hear from
try
the tent
too,
as
since-
Maeve slaps her tabletop.
Yeah, try it, Case.
It's like,
Yeah.
rah!
Yeah,
Because I went and started reading my books too.
You'd be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
It's
for it.
alright. 80.
No,
Dang,
Yeah, we're
Case,
not
get some
getting
new,
Right?
get some new damn dice.
whatever this
I
is,
switched
it
dice.
doesn't make any fucking sense to you. This is
Alright.
bad juju,
Okay.
whatever it is.
This
Don't
is
make no
bullshit.
sense.
Alright. So
Now, what does the
O'Connell-
So
Look
O'Connell
like.
takes out. He's a gather around everyone and hush down. He sort of
Okay.
approaches the center of the camp where you have your fire. I took this from Benny's tent. Sort of just unfolds it, this cloth thing, and like Burns described, it is this black book.
Ooh.
and it is, I would say, supernaturally black. It's black to the point where it's like illuminated. It's like black
It's like
3.
Vanta
It's like
Black? Vanta
glossy
Black?
Yeah, it's like
black.
Vanta black. It's like sucking in all the light
Nice.
around it.
Amazing.
And like Burns described, you feel like you're being watched just by looking at it. There are these weird symbols on it, this like unfamiliar language. It doesn't really match anything you guys have seen. No history roll required. It does not.
So you said there's symbols on the paper or on the cover?
Cover.
Even though it's
It's
black.
on the cover. They're raised,
Oh.
so you can see it. It has texture.
Oh, they're raised. Okay.
Can you open it, the book at all, or?
Is it unsettling to look at?
Super.
Yeah.
Do we make a sanity check off the cover alone? Okay.
Yeah,
Can we
can
try to-
can I try to open it?
Yeah, if you want.
This, like
It-
most
it
books,
requires-
is not up my
It requires
alley.
no effort to open. It actually, so you're gonna open it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maeve walks up, and she's like, "I've seen stuff like this before. I'm an archaeologist." And everyone's like,
I know how to
"Oh,
book.
yeah, checks
I know.
out. So Maeve, you open up, and like it's a big book, and the covers. I mean, Burns described them as like stone covers. They are oddly light. You put too much force into opening it, and you open it kind of jerky, and you're like, whoa, doesn't require that much. So yeah, you open it. It's a book.
Oh, it's not locked.
Nope.
Closed.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can you read anything on the inside? Like on the next page once you flip it open?
Hey Maeve,
Or is it the same language as
so
the
you
front?
open up a page, make a sanity check.
All of us?
Nope, just Maeve.
Shit.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
Success. You take 1 sanity damage.
Oh, it's that bad.
Shit.
It details recipes to use mustard and jello.
Oh my
Oh god.
Maeve, this thing hurts to look at, but the longer you look at it, the more it's a really peculiar phenomenon. But
Are we all looking at it right now?
no, just
or?
Maeve. Have you ever
Okay.
read a book in a group? Everyone gather around. We're gonna read a book. No, it's just Maeve. So Maeve,
Okay.
as you look at this book, at first, the letters are not in a language you understand. They don't even look like letters, like they're crazy. They're fucking crazy words. But as you look at it more, your eyes are fixed on it, and everyone else notices that Maeve is just fixated on this book. Of course, you guys just think she's reading it.
Yeah.
So the letters, they start to sort of in your mind's eye like mesh together into basically the same like sentences in every language you can read. Basically this book is you can tell that this book wants to be read.
Shit. Wild. Do I read what it says? I mean,
Do you?
I'm kind of interested to know what it says. So
Read it aloud. I'm curious to know.
Yeah,
What's
I
it-
want to
what
know
does it say?
too.
I
I'm on the
read
edge
it
of my seat.
aloud.
Okay, so Maeve.
I'm on the edge of my seat
Maeve.
right now.
While you think you are like you can read what it says in English, in Romance languages, in Egyptian, so you orate what it says. Everyone else, what you hear is nothing you've ever heard before. It sounds like Maeve is speaking every language at once.
I'm
There,
sorry.
God.
Make a
Is that
sanity
German?
check.
The old book of Babel.
89.
64 success.
I failed.
20. Pass.
Ooh, Susie failed.
Susie,
Yeah, I failed.
God damn it.
Oh boy.
roll a d10.
Oh god, no.
Right.
You two,
Here comes that 10.
Beauregard and Bob take 1 sanity damage.
6.
Susie,
Oh,
you are
God,
currently You have a temporary
God.
bout of madness because this is some bad shit. Basically, just
my
fucking like it's like what you heard come out of Maeve's mouth. So, let's see.
Do I lose 6?
You do
points,
take
or-
6 sanity damage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
What? What? What did you do to me?
Susie,
Does she
Susie,
shoot the voices out?
Susie,
Technically, you did this to yourself. So what happened?
Oh no. Me and my love of books.
you fall unconscious.
Okay, that's been happening most of the time. Sweet.
You hear a gunshot as Susie falls unconscious.
Now, Susie,
Oh Jesus.
Okay, oh, no.
I need a luck check from you.
Okay.
Don't
Oh my
fuck it
God.
up.
She's
Don't
gonna
fuck
go.
it
Don't
up.
say that.
She's gonna go
She
into a
got like
coma.
a.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. Okay, so that's good.
I got a 3. Thank God.
So Susie, do you have anything on your possession that you would consider a treasured object? Something very important. This would be like a picture of your parent or something like that. Like something
Well,
really
I got
significant. And like
I got the gun
well,
from my brother who passed away.
your brother's gun. Okay.
In the war.
So
Yeah.
Susie.
And my brother's gun.
Susie,
Oh God. Okay.
when you wake up, I swear, this is the most appropriate thing that could have happened to her. This was like some monkey's paw shit.
Okay, sweet.
Susie,
Okay.
you will wake up in 5 hours. So for the duration of this, you are considered unconscious and you'll need to be paraded around.
Okay.
When you wake up, you'll feel your pockets much lighter. Your pack will be much lighter.
Okay.
You have lost every object of value except that gun. It is
Okay.
faded from existence.
Interesting.
So
Wait.
like no books, no anything.
Yeah. That's what
So
that's
my
what it
sword's
says.
gone too. Everything. Okay. So
Oh,
everything's
wow.
gone.
Everything's gone except for
Like
your.
just on your possession or like in her life?
In her possession.
Okay.
I
Her
still
death-
have clothes though, right?
Her
Like,
liquid assets are still.
Does she have clothes?
Yes.
yeah. Do I have clothes?
Her clothes were not
Okay.
of considerable value.
Joke's on you, she's wearing gold
Well,
clothes.
they'd be gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait, does that mean that her camel is gone?
I don't think so. No.
No, I wasn't too
Okay.
attached to it.
As you
it's
hear
nothing-
camels screaming in the background. It's
I mean,
being
also,
shredded.
I paid
Wait.
for it, but everybody claimed a camel, so I just wanted to make sure.
That doesn't mean Bob's gone, right? Because like,
I'm
Was
not your
Bubba's
possession.
I don't think Bob is a possession. No.
You monster! I'm not your possession.
no, I thought it was something important to me as well.
No, it's
But just-
anything
it's
of
just object.
value.
Okay.
I guess I have value. Thank you.
Bob would-
That's so
Bob
nice
would
of
be-
you.
You're
Top
welcome.
dollar.
Yeah, so
Okay,
so,
so
there's
all you
there's
have
two
left
different
is the
sanity
gun.
tables. There's long term and short term. Short term is for active combat. Long term is for role play. So
So-
you earned robbed on the table,
Okay.
Fascinating.
That's fair.
All right.
which is just
Sure.
fantastic for your character. So you guys. So basically, Beauregard and Bob, your ears start to hurt as Maeve is just spewing this
It's
fucking
screeching.
eldritch language. Susie, you fall unconscious.
Foaming at the mouth, Hold on.
Maeve keeps reading.
Maeve, stop! Maeve! Maeve! Like, I pat her on the
And-
shoulder.
and
It is at
Maeve!
this point that Benny comes running out. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he closes the book. You don't read from the Necronomicon.
Oh my god.
Hail Satan!
It is at this point. Your hearing is back.
Praise hail,
Your
praise
hearing is
hail!
back just enough to hear rumbling from
Oh,
beneath.
son of-
And then you hear clicking, chittering, you could even say.
Oh
God
no.
damn it. I hate people.
And it sounds like this rolling, like, and like on top of that you hear like, and then you feel tremors beneath you.
Oh god, it's tremors.
It's
Oh
not, it's
no.
not gonna be rapid.
I'm gonna pick up my shotgun with the torch. Just
I
like
need to make a roll.
I've got my Colt out, and one of the swords.
Is there a very heavy wind picks up all of a sudden?
No, not a heavy wind. So you can hear it. You can hear and you can feel this phenomenon emanating from the entrance of the American side of Hamanoptera.
Do I feel slightly protected by my spooky wind chimes?
No, but you hear them.
I do
They
hear
are
my wind
fucking.
chimes. Oh my god, they're going
They
off!
are jamming right now.
Okay, you guys.
It sounds
holy
like
shit.
they're in a fucking hurricane.
My wind chimes that only sound off when occulty bullshit is happening. They're fucking going off, you guys.
That's not good. What do we use for defense? How do we shoot a Colt?
At this point,
To this-
a black cloud starts to form in the sky above you, and you can sort of see it flickering in like the fire and the torches. And then you hear screaming from some of the workers.
Wait, have we left the tent?
No, you guys were around your campfire. No one was in a tent.
Okay.
So right now, this is who's with you. It's your party plus Benny.
Yeah.
Everyone else is unaccounted for, but you hear screams coming from
the skittering and the screeching.
Oh yeah, you guys. There's some crazy shit going on towards the American entrance of Hamanoptera. You hear screaming.
Thinking that it would be the Magi, I'm gonna respond and head over there to help set up defenses.
Okay, so Beauregard, you jump into action. You take arms and you start heading over. What's everyone else doing?
I'll join him.
I'm laying on the floor.
Yeah, Susie has fallen over. She's frothing at the mouth.
It's probably the safest place for you, honestly.
I'm like a turtle on its back.
Every
Have
episode,
pickles
something
protector.
happens to you, and it's completely
Jonathan,
random
Pickles, and Edie and
through no
Can
fault of
protect
your
her.
own. So Jonathan and Evie can
just-
watch Susie, and Silk and Willow, I guess.
Yeah,
Alright,
Will
pick-
probably want to hang out with me.
All right, Pickles, you are in charge here. Take this knife.
What does Pickle say?
Back! No, you hold it with your mouth. Back? Yes. No, Jonathan, take this knife.
So, Maeve, are you also heading towards? Benny says.
Yeah, I've got my Colt
Benny says, "Where the hell are you guys going?"
to help the people.
To shoot the bad guys.
You read from the book. There's no helping anyone now, and he just starts fucking running into the desert. Although, actually, no, he's gonna try and grab the book out from you. So make a Maeve, make a strength check.
A strength check instead of a dex check to like fucking whip it away
Sure,
from him?
make a Dexy Whippy check.
Dexy whippy check. Alright. Ooh, I just passed. Yes.
So yeah, it's a struggle. You Benny grabs it, you sort of yank it away.
I'm gonna punch
So
him.
we're gonna have to do that again. You tied.
I'll punch
Oh.
him.
You're gonna punch Benny.
Can I punch
yeah,
him?
Go ahead, punch Benny.
Yeah. That's a 21 out of 65.
Yeah, you punch Benny. Knock
Okay.
him
Does he-
knock him flat on his butt. Unless you want to roll damage.
So
No, just to get him away from the
Yeah,
book.
you do so. So he's like, "You rue the day you did that, big man," and he scurries off into the desert, into the darkness.
Did he shake his fist at
He
least?
did. There was a considerable fist shake.
okay, what do you guys think we should do? Should we heed his warning? I mean, you know, Benny's a little asshole, but he's also survived this long.
I just want to point out that I passed out after screaming and incoherently on the ground, so that should be taken into consideration.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Just-
here's what
I'm
I'm
going-
thinking.
I'm going
I
to the
think-
defenses.
I think that our best spot to defend ourselves, if it is the riders, is either here or the entrance to the pyramid.
Because at least in the pyramid, you have a somewhat defensible position. Because you
Well, we
know
have
they're
a
not going to sneak up behind you.
right, and we have a choke point, so they all have to come to the front door.
Blood curdling
We don't know what it
screams
is
in the
yet.
background.
we don't know what it is yet. So I mean,
Yeah,
we can
I'm
go
heading
see
towards
what's
those
happening
screams.
at least. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go see what's going on at least first before we make.
So your characters plus O'Connell. Bob, are you coming?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are moving towards the screams, which, as I said before, seem to be emanating from Hamanoptera. And as you sort of cross the threshold between your camp and the Americans' camp, Henderson, Daniels, and Burns join you. They're like, something going on at the dig site, rock and roll, and one of them says "Yeehaw" as they do.
Yippee-ki-yay. Can I have left my shotgun with Jonathan?
Yeah.
If he's staying back to protect the...
Yeah, sure. Jonathan will have your shotgun.
I'll just bring my torch and my sawed-off rifle.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring a stick of dynamite with me.
All right. So, as you approach Hamanoptera, so they basically dug out a big trench around it, like to get in, because initially the entrance was underground, much like yours, but someone probably screwed the pooch on the pillar puzzle, so they just started digging. So they basically excavated a big disc out from the desert.
Yeah. Let's let them go first. We'll kind of bring up the rear.
And you do see that there are a couple of their, indigenous workers standing around the circumference of it, and they all have torches, and they're sort of like yelling and pointing. And you guys, as you approach it, you can see that, like, normally you associate the color black with darkness, and you're like, as you approach their dig site, you only see black, and you're like, oh, it's probably because it's dark out. But as you get closer, you can see, like, the light of the flames, like, sheaming over the darkness, like it's moving. It's sort of like this matte black reflective surface, and it's like teeming. It's swirling, it's moving. There's something that's going on in there, and you see, to your horror, some sort of mass comes out of this big teeming maw of blackness, and it engulfs one of the workers and drags it in. And he goes in screaming, and his friends try and grab him, but they hold on tight to his wrists, and after a moment, they are just left holding the wrists. The rest of him is gone.
Fucking sanity?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Make another sanity. This is the sanity check episode, and it's only gonna get crazier from here.
Success.
Success.
I was like, can I pull one of Bob's flares from his bag and
Okay.
light it and throw it?
Maeve, roll a
join me in the fail.
d6. Susie, you're fine.
No, I'm already passed out. I'm good for
One.
One? Okay, take one sanity damage.
Hey, Kason, since you're passed out, can you give me a cup of water?
Wow. Yeah.
Love you.
Okay.
Illuminating one of Bob's flares and throwing it.
All right, Bo, you throw it. You light this torch. This flare. Throw it. It spins ass over tea kettle, and it lands into this big pile. And as it sort of, as it comes down, you can see it illuminated. It looks like it's a bunch of beetles, like a big old mass of beetles. And there's like
a lot of them.
I mean, it's enough to fill out their entire dig site. This is like, I don't want to throw around the word millions, likely, but many.
A couple 100,000.
I
maybe
have
a
lost.
million.
I have lost a sanity point, so I am like, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah, you're not crazy, but you are.
No, I'm
you're
terrified.
visibly uncomfortable. You are shaken. This is some spooky shit.
I might
Are
not
they-
have gone crazy, but I am terrified.
Yeah,
of
you're
what's
terrified. Yeah,
happening.
yes.
They're
I'm
spreading out and coming closer to everyone else.
They seem pretty solidified in where they are. Basically, just it seems they've covered up the entrance to Hamanoptera, and every now and then, as someone gets closer, they sort of move in to yank them.
Well, not going in there.
Is that black cloud getting any bigger?
It seems to have dissipated. It seems like maybe they may have erupted out and then settled.
Gotcha.
Well,
And by the way, the noise, it is cacophonous. Like, all you can hear is just this cicadas?
Yeah.
This is like Imagine just like a
Times
big
a
cicada, like a
1,000.
really like a truck, but he was a cicada.
Mac truck cicada.
Really loud. Suffice to say,
Can
you
you-
could get hearing damage.
Can you call your men back from the entrance?
No, I don't speak Egyptian, they say.
Oh,
They
really?
say, get back! And
Oh,
I can try.
I thought the guys that had him hired spoke Egyptian.
Yeah, Benny did.
All right. Oh
Benny did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can try to
Maeve.
yell at them to stay back.
okay. Yeah, I'm.
Nope.
Nope. So you yell.
Go faster!
Get in there. No, you yell something. It doesn't make much sense. You're like, ah, my accent's a bit thick. But they do hear that. Like they look at you.
And I'm just like,
And they're like, I don't know what that lady's doing, but it's probably better than Big Bug Pile. We really just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention. So they retreat.
yeah, I don't know what to do about Big Bug Pile. If you guys want to throw some dynamite at it, but I'm gonna like back the fuck up because Maeve is fucking terrified.
I'm down to throw some dynamite.
We could throw some dynamite and might destroy some structural integrity, but
Well, it's not
We got
our
what
entrance. It's not our entrance.
that's fair.
All right. I let my dynamite and throw it at the entrance.
Okay. Roll 4d10 for damage.
$32.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a pretty good roll.
It's pretty chonky. So let me figure out how this works.
32 out of 40. That's awesome.
Just give me 1 second to figure out what their actual unit of health is of a swarm of flesh beetles.
I'm just jamming out to these tunes.
I mean, yeah, you blow the fuck out of a big portion of her, and you hear this like
Oh, sorry.
as they sort of, bits of burning beetle fly into the sky. And yet,
I think I found their weakness.
and yet
It's
there are
dynamite.
more. The hole that was carved out by her explosion quickly fills in with seemingly an identical number.
Like it makes a bowl.
Yeah,
and
like
the bowl
makes a
fills
bowl, the
up.
bowl fills up. You killed them. They're like the ones you killed are dead. Super dead too. You almost maxed out the damage. I'd say I'd say you probably killed 1,000 of them.
I think we should prepare to depart from this place. It is.
I think we should follow Benny's advice, honestly. Fucking
Yes,
get the
we
fuck
have-
outta here.
We have everything we need. We should start packing up. We should keep some workers up here to watch the entrance, make sure they not come out. But we should start packing up our camps.
It is at this point that like waves, tendrils, swarms of these beetles, after being blown up, they start to approach the encampment.
This
Shit.
is what I was afraid of.
Well, let's get the
I
fuck
ru-
out of here.
I jet back to the tent,
What are you doing at the tent?
grabbing Susie and grabbing Pickles.
Okay.
Fucking packing the fuck up.
All right.
I have everything in my bag.
yes.
I didn't.
I'm gonna
So-
I'm gonna try and buy the party some time. I grabbed the jug of the lantern oil,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna start dumping it in the sand basically, and like try to get like a good solid line, and then I'm gonna light it. I'm gonna dump the whole thing out, but I'm gonna try and get like a line of fire, at least going for a moment.
All right. Yeah. So you sort of lay out a big path of fire basically in front of where the beetles were coming, and you do manage to pause their advance for a bit. You give yourself some time. Not a lot of time, you figure, but some time. Who is the least lucky? Is it Maeve or Bo?
I have 42.
40, so it's me.
Maeve, let's have us a luck check. Let's see how much stuff you get So you guys basically just run in, hurriedly start grabbing stuff.
18.
18 out of 40, so it's a hard success.
All right, yeah, you managed to get a good amount of your belongings actually. Yeah, and you know what? You do manage to grab your camels
Nice.
Yay!
with that hard success.
Fantastic. I leave the sarcophagus. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, so
Living matters more.
you guys pack up. You leave your tents. You leave anything that is too heavy to pack up, too bulky.
You have the book and the key, right?
Yeah, I got the book and the key.
Okay.
As you ride off into the night on your camels, you see the beetle swarm. And by the way, the Americans they've joined you as well, and they have their treasures. You see this wave of beetles engulf your campsite, and they sort of you can actually just pick out the sarcophagus sort of bubble up from the beetly maw, rise up as if it's floating,
Oh god.
and it's carried back.
Oh. That's creepy.
Sanity check.
Yeah, why not? One for the road.
Oh lord.
I mean, it is pretty creepy.
That's pretty fucking creepy.
Oh, I failed.
Join me in the
Success.
failing.
I got. Let me see what number. What is this number? It's not 70,
Mhm.
Success.
But it's not
and it's
68
not
either.
68.
All right, well,
Oh man, what is that?
whichever number it is, Bob, I would like you to take 2 points of sanity damage. Just 2.
Is it 69?
69. Nice.
So yeah, I think that is a good point to end it. And you know what, fellers? Yeah, that's a good point to end it.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
What should we?
Fantastic.
Do we have an idea for a name already?
No.
A lot of funny name-worthy things happened.
I mean, there's a lot of like sanity checks too, so you can always put something with that.
Susie is unconscious again.
Right?
Kissing and
Again.
Fifth time's the charm.
What was like the funniest thing though? Was there anything like particularly funny?
That was pretty funny. That whole scenario was hysterical. Or when we were shouting at each other, unable to hear.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
being tinnitus is no joke.
Yeah.
Tinnitus is no joke.
But it was, because it was funny.
There's the episode right
Yeah,
there.
tinnitus is no joke.
There you go. There, I like that. I like that for a name.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Right. Well, when we reconvene next week, we will see.
Next week's Thanksgiving.
We will reconvene the following week. Yeah, next week is literally it's Black Friday, so.
Yeah.
Well, are we still gonna play? Because we're not going anywhere for Thanksgiving. I
One,
believe.
we're not going anywhere
Yeah,
for Thanksgiving. 2, it's Black Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday,
Yeah.
so we might be able to still play. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
let me know how you're
Going out
feeling.
to A mass of people to shop.
I'll
so,
tell you
God,
one
no.
thing. I'll be available.
Yeah.
Even if we don't do Cthulhu, Fifth Frontier, boys.
Hey.
Ooh.
All right, so we will call it here. Tune in next week for bugs.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Ah.
Thanks.
Bye.